Hey y'all, it's been a little minute since we chatted, so I just wanted to come and make a little quick video for y'all since we haven't did a little sit down in a minute. But yeah. You know what's so funny is that like this year, with the way this year started, I ain't even gonna lie, I was a little scared. Like 3 days into the new year, my apartment flooded. Like on the 3rd of January, my apartment literally fucking flooded. I was like laying in my bed. It was my off day. I heard like a rush of water and I was like, where the fuck is that coming from? So I get out of my bed and y'all, when I tell y'all my carpet was soaked, I started freaking out. I go to the bathroom and it's literally water just coming down from the ceiling, like everywhere, like just coming down from the ceiling. I'm actually gonna insert a video. Water is freaking coming down from the ceiling, pouring down from the ceiling, and I'm like hot. So I'm freaking out. I'm thinking it's coming from upstairs, so I run upstairs. I just throw on some keep in mind it's snowing outside. So I throw on some boots. I go upstairs and I'm banging on their door. They're ignoring me. They never answered. I hear people upstairs, but they didn't come to the door. And so I'm just like freaking out. I'm calling the emergency line. It's like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. So nobody is here at my apartment building in the office. So it's like now I'm up and I'm irritated. I can't really go to sleep, but I had no choice but to lay in the bed. I go to my closet. Everything in my closet is like drenched. It's like ain't no sand in it. You just gonna have to wash everything or do what you do once the water stops. I lay back in my bed and that's when I really get pissed because the water starts like rushing down my bed. It's not as much as the bathroom, but it's like in my bed. So it's like I literally have to just like come out here and sit in my office chair because I don't really have nowhere else to go, because even in my meditation room, it's water coming down. Like I can't even sit in my meditation room because it's water everywhere. And I'm like hot. I'm just like so irritated. I'm like, dang, you know how like the new year, you're feeling so great. You're feeling so hopeful. You're feeling so optimistic. So anyways, fast forward, they come. I end up getting a little emotional because I'm like, I just keep running into trouble in this apartment. Like, this is like the second time is this like the third time that it's something with like water coming in this apartment. It's annoying. They offer, to switch me to another unit, but it's like a lower quality than the one I got. So it's like, why would I move? And then why would I go upstairs and I gotta move all this shit by myself? Y'all not gonna help me pay to move? It was just like a lot. So I just, got me a room. I had to recuperate. It was a lot of stuff that I just had to throw away. And I was just like, you know what? At first I was mad, but then I was just like, what can I do? Like, I can't do nothing. Like, it just happened. I went and got me some renter's insurance, like my own, because the one that I pay for monthly, like that don't cover me. It's literally for the apartment. So I was annoyed. But like the beginning of the year really set the atmosphere of me just focusing on joy. Like if you know me and you follow me at least on this page for a long time, I've had multiple businesses. I've been doing photography, clothing line, like all type of shit. I've been writing books, and like I never not gotta hustle. Like I'm never not trying to build a business or become the best because I always wanted to be successful. I just always been business minded from a young age. Like I remember being a little girl and just being really good with money and like stashing my money, and my older cousins like stealing my money or asking to borrow or begging for money from me. Like I'd be like 5 and 6, even 8. Like they come and like, Keisha, can I have some money? Like I always knew that I wanted to be very successful in life. But with me always thinking of success and always looking to the future, I would like beat myself up internally. I wouldn't show that. But every time a business didn't work out, every time, people would try to play me, in whatever business endeavor I was, like I would feel so frustrated, like I was beating a dead wall, you know? And if you watch like what I was doing last year, I was going so hard. I was being so consistent with my videos. And like a few people would support. I'm not going to say that nobody watched it, but like 2 or 3 people will only be watching my video. I would pour my heart out. I would come very transparent. No makeup, no nothing, just showing y'all my truth. And I just felt like it didn't matter. Like I felt like I just kept giving my all and nothing didn't matter. I just keep having all these bad things happen with my apartment. I was so frustrated. So I deactivated my profiles on Instagram, and I kind of just was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a break from social media just to, you know, I've been going so hard. It's not making progress. I just need to regroup and figure out what I want. And so with doing that, I had to just like really like strip away like the, I don't know, like the attachment that I had to want to be successful. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I just want to focus on joy. So I had made a TikTok and I was trying to build that like I was trying to build my Instagram. And I just was like, you know what? I'm not going to try to be successful. And so with taking that step back, I had to see like, what does joy look like for me? Okay, if I never make it, how can I make, you know, I do have a good job. How can I make this the most enjoyable? Okay, I'm not going to, you know, overwork myself, but how can I be the best in my job? So I would just try to focus on doing better in my job and being the best on the things that I control, honoring my yeses. You know, last year, my theme internally was honor your yeses, honor what shows up for you. It was a while, you know, I never not had a job, but it was a period when I moved back to California that it was hard for me to get back on my feet again and restart. And I finally, you know, got into a place, but with having a place, I just felt stuck and pigeonholed, and it was really hard for me to find a job. And so for the most part in my early 20s, and throughout my 20s, you know, I either had a job or I had my space or I had both. Like, it was never that I didn't have nothing. And then in the meantime, I was trying to build a business, some type of business, have some type of hustle to me so I can, you know, make it out of just working a typical 9 to 5. But I was like, you know what if I never, you know, find success? How can I be okay with that? What can I do to just have an enjoyable life? I feel like life is too short to, you know, think about just success. Like, of course we want success, but like, what can I do right now? Because I'm like beating myself up and running myself crazy, trying to look at this big goal that I have for myself. I started focusing on the small things, and I started taking vocal lessons this year. And if you've known me in middle school and then you see me in high school, you knew that like in middle school and stuff, I used to sing a lot. But when I got to high school, like I didn't sing publicly. I didn't do none of that. So singing has always been something I struggle with, doing it for like most of my life, and then getting to a point where like I hated my voice, I hated to sing. And so I started taking vocal lessons with my big sis Keisha Renee. We kind of got the same name almost. But it's been very therapeutic. It's actually been better than therapy, because I tried to get a therapist last year and that wasn't working. I was trying to find my work-life balance, and I was like, damn. And I look up and I'm 29 and I'm like, nigga, what do you like to do besides try to become a billionaire? Like, what do you like to do? Like, you ain't got no hobbies. You don't really watch TV like that. You stop reading books because you write them. Like, what the hell do you like to do? So, I've just been trying to find hobbies and things that like bring me enjoyment and things that like make me happy. And so with taking vocal lessons again, it has really stretched me, because that is something that I've been the most insecure about. Like, you know, I've, you know, accepted myself in my body and who I am as a woman, but singing has been something that I really struggle with. I talk about this, you know, on my IGTV videos a few times. And I really don't even like to give things that I struggle with that type of power or mental health type of, diagnostic. But I didn't know how to feel it. Like when I was singing, I would get very nervous and paranoid. Like it would be to a point where like I didn't even like for years. I didn't even like singing in the shower because I end up getting so insecure and having people around me that would just tear me down. When I was just doing something I could naturally do that I like to do, and it started making me hate the gift that God had gave me. You can't let people try to beat your dreams out of you. Like, don't let nobody beat your dreams out of you with their words, with their comments, with their hateration, because a lot of people, they will ridicule you to death about your dreams because they don't have enough guts to go after what they really want to do. They might secretly, have something that they want to do, but they hate you for doing something that you've been blessed to do. And so you have to stand in that and you have to work on that. Like, I'm a work in progress. I never, ever wanted to come on social media and say that I'm perfect. That's why, like, I've never been able to do well on Instagram because I don't know how to pretend to be perfect. And if I'm going to put myself out there, it's not authentic to me to put just a glimpse of myself. With vocal lessons, it was definitely a build up. It started with those little clips that I would feel comfortable, putting myself singing on my Instagram page, and I would probably archive them or put them in my reels, but keep them on my page, still keep them up and keep them public, because it was like stretching myself to get a little bit more out of my comfort zone. Okay, can I sing a little bit more full out? And then I was like, you know what? I want to be a better singer. I want to build that muscle back up. I want to find confidence in it. Let me take vocal lessons and let me invest in that just for fun. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know where it's gonna take me. I'm not saying that I'm trying to be a vocal artist or whatever, but I was like, this is something that has really plagued me. What can I do in my control? And so that was one of the things. And so then, even though I didn't have my Instagrams up and none of my business accounts or even my foodie page, I just started having fun on TikTok. In between calls, I would just make little silly videos and just come up with like fun ideas. And I'm an only child, so like it just reminded me of my childhood when I would just make up little funny things to do, or just creative outlets. So I started doing that, and randomly my videos started to do well out of nowhere. It started first with like me stitching somebody else's video, and I was like, wow, the one that's gonna do well is me with somebody else. And I was like, wow, the one that's gonna do well is me with somebody else. And then fast forward like a couple of weeks later, it just starts going crazy. And I'm just like, is this real life? And so my followers just started shooting up. It went from like under 1,000 to like 14, 16,000 in 24 hours, like damn near less than 24 hours. And then I'm like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? Like, did I break TikTok? What the fuck? And that video right now is at like 1.7 million views right now. It has like so many comments. I can't even keep up with the comments. But then like, it didn't just stop there. It was like another one and then another one. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, I've never had a big social media platform, like, ever. Like, I've had friends that had the big social media platforms, but I've never been the one with thousands of followers. Sometimes things will start happening for you when you just really focus on joy, when you don't focus on being the success story, when you just start living life and enjoying life, things will happen without effort. Like the things that you have put in so many hours and tediously have worked towards. And I feel like once I release and just really let God take control, my prayers even got different. it stopped being everything that I wanted on my vision board. And I was like, you know what? I don't know shit. Because some of this stuff I'm getting, and I'm just like, I don't know. Did I really sign up for this? Like, did I sign up for all these people? Like, all of these notifications? Like, I got OCD with the notifications, and these notifications is going crazy. But my prayers really started to be about, God, I just want your best for me because I don't know nothing. I just want the best, the absolute best life that you can give me. I just want the absolute best that you have for me. Like, whatever is not in your will, like, I don't want it, because I know that when God is in it, things flow so much better. Like, I was trying so hard to get on my feet in LA, and I had to move to randomly to Olathe, Kansas. It's hard to trust God sometimes. It's hard to just release that control. And even though we don't really got control of nothing, but we like to think that we have control. Like, we like to, get in this mindset like, oh, I can control my destiny. But your destiny is already really set in stone. But we like to run ourselves crazy. And then when things don't happen the way we want it to happen, we mad at God. God, why did you let this happen to me? Because that wasn't my plan for your life. Like, that wasn't in the plan. God will let us have all the things that we thought we wanted, so we can realize that, like, we didn't really need everything that we was chasing, like the material things, the material success, and what is deemed to be successful. Like, it really doesn't matter. It's really about joy. It's really about the experiences that you share on this earth, the connections that you make, the tribe and community that you build. And when you just release and let God, like, amazing shit happens. Like, and this is not about, like, followers or none of that shit. Like, it's about, like, even when I just release and be like, okay, I'm not getting promoted in this job, even though I don't really want to, because I want to work my last job for the last time. Okay, what can I do? Okay, I can be motivational in the chats. I can inspire people on my team. A lot of times I had this, like, loser attitude when it came to promotions at jobs. But I used to think just because I was hitting numbers and I was a top performer, that necessarily was the qualities of a leader. And so I'm recognizing that I still have some character work to do. I wasn't a team player. I would just hit my numbers and log out. But I noticed that when I changed my attitude and I just wanted to spread joy and spread positivity, that it was contagious, that my team, all of our numbers got up just by me shifting what I was doing internally and not just looking at it like, okay, this is a job that I really don't want because I'm going to be successful. When I stopped focusing on things being temporary and just, like, ignoring them and really started to really be present and live this moment, because you'll never have this exact moment in this exact time ever again, and just really enjoy and do my best to enjoy what I can enjoy. Like, life got a little better. My job got a little less harder. Things that started to pick away at me and eat away at me because I was so uncomfortable with feeling like I was stuck, it started not to matter. And, sometimes your atmosphere doesn't have to change for your atmosphere to change. It's really in your mindset. It's really just shifting how you feel about the situation to change. Like, I was mad about my apartment getting flooded. I started to find the positive in it. I was like, oh, well, at least I got new carpet. I was tired of them walking on my carpet anyway. So I got new carpet. I got this. I got that. You know what? I needed to deep clean anyway for the new year. So just using everything as an opportunity, using all the bad situations as an opportunity. And now I look at, how the rain, because, I was getting a little weary. I'm like, Lord, is that how my year gonna go? Just when it rains, it pours. When I'm positive, it's just gonna rain. I shift my mindset to being like, oh, that's how the blessings, that was an indication. That was God letting me know that's how the blessings is about to fall on me. Like, I just changed my mindset about shit that could seem the worst. Like, things that can be so irritating. Things that could be, like, just annoying. Although it's a lot of shit going on, it might be a lot of things going on in your personal life or things that are out of your control. Just release what you have no control over and just focus on what you have control over. The apartment didn't fall through, say, well, God got something better for me. The job didn't fall through, well, God want me to make more money. Like, just switch your mindset, switch how you look at things that seem negative and switch to a positive outlook, and the blessings just gonna flow to you. The blessings just gonna chase you down, baby. So I hope y'all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed week, and stay blessed. Bye.